Yeah. I also fucked up quite a few times, but I think Spear and Shield is just really good. It's fairly easy to use as long as, like, weaving in the single target attacks is kind of difficult sometimes. But if you're just like fighting normal shit, the push is really good, the stamina is very high, has decent movement, good cleave on the R1s and shit. R1s, yes, on the light attacks. Right, we stopped over here after looting this tiny section of Missoula. And we need to figure out where we need to go next, or where we want to go next. I have a plan though. So I was thinking, since we didn't do this when we discovered it the first time, we may as well have a look down here and see how we do with dealing with the giant ants. Because this is how we deal with giant ants, by slapping them with a giant sword. So I don't remember what the, let's generously call it, intended level for this is. I do want some throwing knives on me to pull them from the walls. Let's just, I don't know, whatever we have, just throwing daggers. So let's say, isn't one of you just gonna aggro automatically, or should I throw at one of you? I do find these very unsettling. Not like spiders levels of unsettling, but I don't like fighting them either. Okay, damage seems fine. We're not exactly one-shotting them, but you guys okay over there? Is that some sort of mating ritual that I'm about to interrupt? If so, I'm sorry. Bonk. This should 3-shot? Oh, it barely doesn't 3-shot actually, that's a little annoying. I should pick a different weapon then. Having to hit that 4 times is not great. Oh, we have a bunch of new stuff to put in the bin. Let us... Actually, we haven't used the Zweihander at all yet, have we? Let's do a bit of that, shall we? Let's see how the Zweihander performs. Are you guys gonna jump down, or like no? Jumping attacks are, of course, going to be really strong. This does comfortably 3-shot, very good. There's a little bit of a dead-end path over here. Let's take that one first. I'm not entirely... Wow. Alright, loudest motorbike of all time. I might have to close the window soon. I was trying to get some moderately cool and fresh air in, because it's early in the morning, but if it's gonna be that noisy, we might not end up doing that all that much. Are you gonna jump down when I picked up the item, or what's your plan? Are you just gonna hang out up there? Are you gonna come down when I leave, or...? I mean, be that way then. See if I care. I do care a little bit, it hurts. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure I know the layout and the everything in this place particularly well. Yeah, turning left was a little slower there. Yeah, here, look at how slow this is. And then I wiggle the stick a bit, and then it goes back to normal. I do wonder if that is my controller breaking. It might be, honestly. I've had this controller for a while now. And I've used it extensively. Oh yeah, right, you guys shoot sometimes. Ow. I should probably announce that I've changed game, shouldn't I? For the men what might up in the morning and be like, oh boy, Elden Ring. As one does. It's like setting an alarm at 3 AM and going like, oh boy, 3 AM, time for an Elden Ring stream. It's not 3 AM, I was just making a joke. Switch to RL1. There you go. Very odd. I mean, it's happening a lot in this area, but it hadn't happened that much on last stream. Oh, I missed. It's gonna be painful. Yep. Unfortunate. I am surprised that that whiffed, given that the Zweihander is actually fairly big. It's usually pretty difficult to make that thing whiff, but I found a way. It might be a little slow. These things stagger fairly easily. We could try the Shamshare and see if we can just R1 them down. Because as long as we can stunlock them and kill them rather quickly, then it doesn't really matter if it's not gonna do as much damage. Let's try if this will stagger. It does. Barely doesn't 3-shot, but honestly 4 shots with the Shamshir isn't so bad. Wait, you're just gonna actually wait there? Have you not discovered me yet? Am I outside of your perception range? I guess they just scripted. They have a waypoint to go there and start hanging out or whatever. Okay, if I get a counter it gets 3 shots, very nice. Yeah, I think the Shamshir is gonna be pretty good because we'll be moving continuously forwards while attacking, so they don't outrange us and then one combo us again. They're just being ants, you're the monster here. They would kill me if I was passing by without attacking them, or without killing them myself. If we could just all chill, I would chill. I'm usually very much the kind of player that will not kill shit that isn't actively trying to kill me. With very, very, very few exceptions. So if they weren't all, oh god, kill on sight on my ass, I would probably also not be, oh god, kill on sight on their ass. I would be, in fairness, I would find it insanely unnerving to go through this area with all these ants just hanging out, quite literally all over the fucking place. That would absolutely terrify me. Ooh, that was spicy. I saw you taking swipes at animals, they did too, so you know. They died for a good cause though. These guys are just dying because I don't remember ever seeing one of them come out of the ground. Damn. Oh. I didn't remember that thing at all. Goddamn. Kinda spooky. Oh, I died. So the thing is, oh no, yeah. So the thing is, as I was about to say, I find these guys fairly easy to kill as long as you get to attack them first because they flinch so easily, so you can usually just one-combo them to death. And especially one-on-one, they're thus not that big of a threat. However, they do hurt like an adequate amount, I'd say, which in turn for level 1 means I am very liable to just get completely exploded. So as long as I'm in control and I can swing at them and I can kill them in a chain, that's fantastic and we'll be fine. If I ever whiff, or if I ever don't manage to kill one off right away and it gets to counterattack, I'm like, oh boy, it's death time. So I need to get the first hit and I need to kill, and that's the strategy. And if I can't accomplish this, like when we whiffed with the Swinder before and got one combo, then it's probably death time. Which is a little bit annoying. It's not guaranteed death time. I wasn't guaranteed to die there. I just fucked up, but still, it's not the desirable outcome. I think I technically don't need to go to the left here now. There are like 4K souls or something on the ground, but at the end of the day, that really doesn't matter too much. There are 2 of you on the ceiling, and we did aggro both of them. I could hardly see him shoot there, and oh! Since that, like, oh! Since the range attack does like so much of my health, that was utterly terrifying. Maybe we should go back and put the shield flask of physic back on. I think for general exploration that's gonna be more useful. And we're just gonna have to adapt it whenever we fight a boss. Are they gonna come at me from behind or anything? No? We're actually safe-ish? Okay. Jumping required ahead. I think if we go here first, there's a grace. One of these 2 paths has a grace pretty quickly, and the other is for like the actual explore everything and get the bonus loot sort of path. And I never remember which is which, so let's find out. Oh well, in for a penny, etc. Just checking the ceiling, see if anything lock-onable exists. Smithing stone. Shatter shard arrow. I wonder what that is. Oh, that's the mark things at a distant one, right? Isn't it the make shinies on the ground arrows? Those are kind of cool. I like that they're in the game, even though they're generally pretty useless. Wait, we'll arrive here... Oh no, the other path would have led to this elevator, wouldn't it? And then instead we can just do this. Get the Grace Explorer downstairs then. I'm not gonna rest because I don't want to respawn the ones that we've already killed. I am very curious now where the other path is gonna go, so I'll actually double back and explore and go down the other road. And since I didn't rest, the things won't have respawned, the ants, so we can just keep exploring. So as for why we're streaming at this hour, I didn't sleep very well. I had some food somewhat shortly before bed because poor time management and bigger ambitions, and then laid to rest by poor, like, I guess, energy levels and capacity. And so I was not feeling very well, woke up a couple times, and ultimately woke up at like 3:30 or something, and couldn't sleep any longer. Hello, what did I hit? This guy is too hard, he does not give a shit about throwing knives. You, however. Yeah, I woke up at like 3:30 and was like, man, this is kinda ass. Tried to sleep for a little bit longer and then eventually just got up. And Billy was still up from before. And I saw him, was like, hey, if you wanna do some gaming, let me know. And he was like, no, I'll go to bed soon. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds reasonable. And then like an hour later he was like, yeah, how about we do some gaming? And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh! He did a third one. Or a second into third one. I don't know their moveset at all, by the way. Like I said before, there's I usually just kill these in one set of aggression before they can counterattack, and if they get to counterattack, I'm usually kind of in trouble anyway, so I don't know their movesets all that well. I know the bare bones basics of what I need to do to kill them, and that is just about it. So I think this guy doesn't retaliate on that. I think they're just too thick. Golden Rune 10 and a Rune Arc, very nice. That's no fun, yeah. But yeah, as a result, I'm really tired. I had an energy drink, so I'm like moderately functional. But I will probably have to take a nap later. And like, you know that feeling in your mouth and your throat when you're like early in the morning and you're just like, oh, I'm still so sleepy, you just kind of want to go to bed. Your eyes are like, not the sort of heavy where you're like, oh, my eyes are so heavy I could fall asleep right now, but rather like they're like heavy in the sense of like, it's a little annoying and slightly uncomfortable. Rather than like, oh, it's sleepy time. So like that's the physical state I'm in right now, which means we're gonna be probably fucking up a little bit more than normally. And I'll probably be rambling even more incoherently than normal. Alright, that's the elevator we had sent down before, so I think we've now caught up to where we were before. So we'll do a little exploring. I don't think there are many important items around here. I think most of this is just souls, upgrade materials, the odd plant here and there. It does seem like we're here at the appropriate sort of level, because what we're getting is upgrade material 2 and 3, or I think 3 mostly. And we are pretty much at that upgrade level ourselves, so seems like we're here at the right time. I can never quite tell when you're meant to do specifically this section. The other underground section is a little easier to tell because you open it up by killing Radon, so to even get there you'd have to kill Radon, which is not super easy some of the time depending on how you want to fight him. And as a result, it's definitely meant to be fought a little bit later, but let's go around the right side. For this part of the underground, I can never tell when the game wants me to be here. That's sort of where I'm at in general with where we're going next between Altus Plateau and Caelid. Because part of me wants to go to Caelid and do Red Main Castle, fight General Radon, unlock Noctron, progress some of the quest lines, that sort of stuff. Oh, we're over here. So it's basically just a little shortcut, isn't it? It's gonna be a little bit spicy on level 1 because we can't really tank many of these projectiles. I started running a bit early, oops, in hopes of barely avoiding the majority of the volley and making extra bit of distance. That did not work out super well. I think we're good over here, yeah. I could put a message here and be like, safe spot or something. That seems helpful, let's do that. Is it things? No, it's places, isn't it? Yeah. We'll call it checkpoint. These usually are all over the place in areas like those, like the little messages that go like, oh, here's a safe spot or whatever. So the fact that there wasn't one had me a little surprised. I don't know how to deal with this guy. I don't think I have enough ranged attack stuff to take him out. Ooh, that breaks. I didn't know that. Fair enough. You got me there. What do we have in terms of ranged options if we wanted to maybe try getting him done? How do you feel about poison, my friend? It's kinda hard to hit him. And whenever he does start up fighting back, he will be forcing me to go into cover. Okay, you didn't get poison from that. Now, I did find out something annoying the other day when I was playing the DLC, which is you can't craft shit while you're in combat. So we got lucky that he now has considered me out of combat with him. But that is, in general, a thing. This is the normal poison pot, right? This is the one that also... Could always just man fight him. Yeah, so the thing is, my memory tells me he does good damage, and I don't remember his moveset or attacks at all, so I'm afraid that I'll walk over there and just get one shot. So if I can do something like this, and maybe, like, fight range with range, that might be beneficial. But as a last resort, we'll definitely go try to do that. I thought I aimed so high. Ah, here we go. He was poisoned. So he can be poisoned. That's gonna be taking away at him. That's not gonna be enough to kill him. That's gonna be the projectile shit, isn't it? Let's wait for him to reset and then run up there while he's chill. Here we go. Oh! Cheeky bugger. Okay, let's wait for him to properly reset this time. Crafting menu is open, so we're completely out of combat. There we go. Very good, very good. Why are you shooting? You literally don't have an angle on me. That was close. Didn't he also have, like, melee attacks that he tried to slap you with if you were close to him? Or did I just misremember that completely? Because I thought he did that sometimes, and then you could just fight him. And you also wrote you can just man fight him, which reinforced my thinking that that was a thing that I didn't just make up. He's just being an utter penis. I'm lucky. In that case, let's use some of these infinite amount of consumables that we have hoarded from doing all of the bonus areas and shit. How does this work? It seems alright. Oh, that's gonna fly off. Oh, that shot him from all the way down there, damn. Yeah, fuck that guy. Alright, that's gonna make exploring the rest of the room a lot easier. You can also get up there, but I think that's from the other entrance later? I might be misremembering. But you definitely do end up getting up there. There's a merchant in there. May as well go partake. But yeah, we have a lot of these random bits and pieces that we've picked up all over the map, like the various thrown, explodey rocks, magic rocks, that sort of shit, that I usually pretty much never use for anything. So using them here might be, or like finding situations like that where I just don't have the right tools for the job, is gonna be fun to actually try out some of them. Acid mist spray. Oh, perfumer cookbook. Nice, our first one. I'm tempted to just buy everything from this man, so we never have to think about coming back here, because he's in a very awkward spot. Let's just sell these, that should be enough. And just buy some of these, goodbye. This would be a perfect candidate to just murder and take his bell bearing. But let's be nice for now. I don't think I'll kill a single one of these guys unless I really have to. I find them very tedious. They're like sort of high HP, high resistance, while being very slow and usually just easy enough to avoid. So I tend to try and ignore them to the best of my ability. This is where we would have come in if we took the main path, right? So we just did a little bit of a shortcut by taking the side path, yeah. Is there anything in here? I don't think there is. No, there's just two guys to fight. I bet that message in front of that wall was like, hey, illusory wall here, go through, buddy, but I'm pretty sure they're lying. Can we get up there from here, or is that just for later? I think that's just for later. We didn't start over there. I don't remember where we came out when we went through our little cave. Ow. Nothing good at the waterfall, pure disappointment. I am kinda happy that Elden Ring is going against that trope a tiny bit. Like, the fact that it's the normal expected thing makes it a little bit lame, in my opinion. Not saying it's great that there are, like, a lot of dead ends that have nothing of value to them, but the whole, like, oh, there's a waterfall, there must be some sort of secret, is just, I mean, eh. So where did we come out of exactly? Because I kind of lost my way there. Because if we were up on this little platform, that would be good. I think we were on ground floor level. Oh no, we were up on that little platform. Neat. Toilets should have goodies in them. No, I mean in... Oh, I missed an item there. That's a fancy shiny as well, unfortunate. Obviously, that heavily depends on the context. I think in most games where, like, that became a thing as a meme, like a Silent Hill or whatever, then yeah, sure, most rooms should serve some sort of purpose, right? So I'm not saying there shouldn't be goodies in the toilet. But rather, like, there are roughly 8 billion places where a game like Elden Ring could reward your exploration, and it rewards your exploration in like a solid 40-ish% of them, maybe more. And by reward, I don't just mean like, oh, you get a cool view or you learn something about the world, but rather like, here's an item, enjoy. So I think in that regard, Elden Ring is doing, first of all, an alright job, just to begin with, at rewarding your exploration. And also, if your game is based around just like exploring all sorts of shit and having a large open world with cool and varied environments and stuff, then you don't need to also go through every trope in the book, right? Like, you can just have exploration in other areas, or just reward. Hey, the camera, thank you. I guess we're running all the way back up there again. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not saying like, oh, you should never have items behind waterfalls or whatever, but I'm also not saying you should always have items behind waterfalls. I think it's fine to not always have that. And that job itself is just kind of not particularly interesting. Right, where was the shiny? Over here. And then there were some caterpillars or whatever, centipedes on the little pillar over there. I do need to go back up once again so we can... No, wait, we did walk up there all the way already. Yeah, that's where we fought the guy. We don't need to go up there again, so we can probably just move on. That seems alright. Moving on sounds good. It's getting a little annoying having all these guys around. Anything up there? No. I think we're gonna go from up here, so we're in the upper ledge. Yes, that looks correct. Very good. Oh, actually, we could have just climbed up there, huh? Never mind. I think the boss is close by. I don't remember there being another room before the boss. But like I said before, I also don't fully... feel like I have memorized this area, so... Might just be misremembering anyway. Oh yeah, there's more. Never mind. Greetings, fellow living beings. Here, have sword to back. Hey you, how about sword? You like sword? I like sword. I'm very glad that was a double kill. I was too lazy to unlock and angle myself manually. But the wide swings from the curved sword got my back anyway. Is this the dead end or no? This looks like something's gonna spawn here. Or like dig itself up. Oh, it's these fuckers. Oh yeah, don't we just get a little overlook here onto the boss room? They're trying to inflict me with death. Keep your death to yourself, buddy. My stomach is kind of rumbling at me and may have to take a bathroom break in a second. I'll try to take it before the boss as a little... good little bit of like tension building, timing thingy, whatever. Oh, can't wait to see how that goes. Yeah, you get the little overlook here of the Lake of Rot that we're not going to be at for a while. Behold, water slide. Visions of something incredible, therefore bliss, yeah. It's probably Miyazaki. Visions of something incredible, therefore bliss, overviewing his fucking Poison Swamp number 3 or whatever in this game. Like, oh yeah, this one isn't even poison, it's rot, let's go dude, it's even better. Man is obsessed with those. I don't mind it that much. I feel like maybe it's just because you're just overall a little weaker in Demon's Souls, or we just have so many new fancy toys or whatever, or I'm just bad at that game, but I feel like the Demon's Souls version of the Poison Swamp was still the worst one anyway, as in like the hardest one to deal with. Kinda looked like it was, yeah. I wonder what it's like in the remaster, because my instinct when I think about that is also telling me this in part because it's kinda hard to see. Like the visuals were like hard to work with, and I wonder if that looks better or more manageable in the remaster. That being said, also like the poison plus massive slowdown is already kinda dicey, and then you get invaded by Man-Eater Mildwood while you're not able to move very well, or like the equivalent of that. And then, man, I don't remember that many of the normal enemies in that game. Alright, fuck it, let's see if we can get this boss killed before I go have a little bathroom break. You really can't see him before he shows up, huh? He's all the way up on that hole. So, this is one of the bosses where I don't know the moveset that well. There's 3 of these guys, I think, in the game. I usually kill at most 1 of them. Because you don't really have many good reasons to kill them. I don't think any of them guard anything super important. One of them guards a fancy, like, dragon spear or lance or something like that, which is neat. I don't remember what you get from killing this guy. But it's not mandatory or all that necessary. It's a really cool arena though. Oh yeah, there he is. He actually does fall from that giant fucking hole all the way up there. And then there's one in the Lake of Rot, which is... Oh no, wait, that's the one that gives you the Dragon Lance, but yeah, that's also... I guess that's not super important. And when I just call it the Dragon Lance there, that's not because it's called the Dragon Lance, or even it is... Whoa, that one-shots me. Okay. Or it even is necessarily the Dragon Lance, just that my brain associates that thing with dragons and lance spear thingy, like I said before. But yeah, so there's this guy, there's the guy in the Lake of Rot, and there's the guy in the upstairs area of... oh, what is that called? The area before Nokron. Einsel River or something? Einsel. This is Siofra, isn't it? So the other one is Einsel or some shit like that, I wanna say. Yeah, the fact that that one-shots is really annoying because this is a solo boss that has a lot of these vast, sweeping, cleaving attacks with shockwaves and hitboxes out the ass, so like a lot of active frames, attack that hits kinda everywhere and does a lot of damage. That's like worst of all worlds. But yeah, as I was rambling about before, I interrupted myself before, I am not entirely... Oh fuck, I'm... probably? Nope, I'm not fine. I thought I could maybe make that. I am not sure where to go next between Caelid and Altus. I do want to do Rodan and all that sort of stuff because it progresses a lot of quest lines and is neat overall. I'm also looking forward to fighting Rodan. I'm probably gonna do him without summoning anything. I say this now, I might regret those words in the future, but my plan for now is to fight him mano a mano. So that's gonna be fun. On the other hand, Altus Plateau has a couple of pretty good things that we don't have access to yet. There's a couple of easy to get Acid Flask seeds, so that's always handy. There are bell bearings, so we can upgrade more stuff. I know the ritual sword talisman is an Altus Plateau. I want to say the shield one is... Oh, that is an attack on the upways as well. Okay, this might be a boss where we don't want light roll and where we just do medium roll instead. And maybe with some armor on and with the health talisman we might be able to not get quite one shot from all of these things. Because we are effectively naked right now, so that is definitely something to consider. But yeah, so I think there are good reasons for why we might want to go and do some parts at least of Altus Plateau. And there are good reasons why we want to do maybe some parts of Caelid. Caelid probably being a little bit harder. Sure, this looks like those fine out. Oh, and I also wanted to not wear this, and then instead wear this. To hopefully knock out one shot. So yeah, I'm a little bit torn, which is why we're doing this right now. I was indecisive on where I wanted to go, and so I decided to go in neither of the two main directions. He's gonna do those slams at me. Oh, never mind, that's a different move. I could not see what he was doing, and I couldn't move because there was a near invisible statue on the screen and was gone. Ow. Ow. Thought that might be far enough away. That's the one that one-shot us before the up-pull one. I am trying to lock on to see if it makes the camera a little bit more bearable, but it... Like, while I can now see what the boss is doing, I can't angle my attacks correctly to actually hit him. Instead, my attacks keep fucking missing, which is agony. I hate that so much. Like, hey, the lock-on point is center mass of the boss. Hey, that makes sense. However, his hitboxes where I want to hit him in most cases like this. Oh no, I need to leave. Are his right and left hand, which I can't hit if my character decides let's aim middle all the time. Ah. Oh, I might be dead. No, we're good. Oh, can you jump that, or did I just get lucky? Doesn't he do a turnaround swing there? No, okay, not done. No. Please don't one-shot me. Okay, thank you. Frozen Lightning Spear. Pretty cool spell, although not super good from what I remember, but fancy. This is a weird fucking outfit. Not a big fan, but hey, it worked. But yeah, I don't like fights like that, because you're kinda hugging the feet all the time and you have to guess what the boss is doing from just hugging the feet. And then if you instead lock on so the camera zooms out slightly, you get kind of messed up in terms of what you can hit and how you move, and sometimes the camera turns around weirdly because the lock on spot isn't always super convenient for you, depending on how you're moving. I think we've done everything we can do here for now. This map is not super helpful in my opinion. I think this is where we came in. This is the dead end. We went left. This was another dead end. We went right. Then we had the two paths that both lead to this like water gate thingy, and then the elevator down here. And a side path. We did explore the side path. There was nothing there. We go here. Or right, it allowed us to jump onto the higher ground here. We explored this. We took this path. We explored this large ass room. There's a connection here, but this is for later, I think. This is for the high ground up here. Yeah, this is where you also climb on the very top of this building. That's connected to this part, and not really vice versa. And then we went through here, had a bit of extra fun, and then this was where we fought the boss. This little section, and the rest of it will be accessible later. So yeah, I think this is our little exploration of Shofra for now. No, this was Einzel, I was wrong. Fuck, this is Einzel, and this is Shofra. Never mind. We probably have a shit ton of upgrade shards, don't we? Because I haven't spent the level 3 ones yet. We could upgrade 2 weapons to +9. Let's go do that. I am really enjoying the Shamshir, so I'll do that one, definitely. Not sure what our second one would be. I am tempted to upgrade the shield, actually, because then if I keep upgrading it and like remind myself that I have a shield and that I could be using, technically, then I might actually end up occasionally blocking something, which would be nice. Blocking is really strong and really handy. What else could I consider upgrading? I wasn't really feeling the Uchigatana, I gotta say. Even in the fights where I felt like we got to hit the boss a lot, it didn't really get to the cold. I mean, the cold bleed build-up came pretty quickly, but the bleed build-up doesn't happen then, and or it doesn't happen fast enough, and we can't multi-proc cold anyway. So I don't know how much I'm enjoying that one. I am enjoying the Flambers, I guess, for the most part, so I guess this will be our other upgrade. Goes up to 81 bleed, very good. And the straight sword has, of course, also worked pretty well, so that is definitely on the list. You do still have a bit of money. You know what? I think the one... No, actually that doesn't really make too much sense, does it? We did talk to you last time. I was considering what we want to upgrade with Spirit Ashes, because at some point we need to upgrade one of our Spirit Ashes to get a little bit more... No, we get a gesture and a tiny bit of dialogue from Roderica, but that's not super important to do right now. We have 6k money, let's go spend them on some upgrade shards, because we'll probably end up using them. Yeah, I'm basically out of these. Let's just buy all of them. Alright, let's see how well we get along with this place. I think this lower section should be mostly fine. If we're not doing light roll, we may as well equip our shield, because we're gonna be fine weight-wise. You know, I do like this, that's from the torso, isn't it? Yeah. I do like this torso alright, actually. It looks not as bad from behind as I think it looks from the front. The whole, like, oh, it's like charred bones in some sort of copper, rusty old bullshit isn't quite really my style, but I do like this backside with a little, I'm gonna call it, not quite belt, like the little waistcloth thingy that's just hanging on my ass. I think that looks alright. At least with the way we've currently set it up. I think we wouldn't have been one-shot if we had just been wearing armor all along. I was light rolling because we were light rolling for Renala, and I hadn't really changed my equipment since. So everything hurts a little bit more. I tend to not put a lot of value in armor in general. Like, I tend to mostly ignore it and just go by fashion. Or just put on whatever the fuck I feel like in the moment whenever I'm equipping again. But it does sometimes actually help, so every now and then I feel like maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to it, and that was definitely one of those situations, I'd say. I do think armor is helpful if you're looking for mostly status resistance specifically. Elemental resistance also a little bit, but status resistance is where I feel like it makes the most sense. If you're fighting something that inflicts bleed or madness or poison, it can be quite helpful to have a bigger buff bar. There's also the logic that says, hey, you should have a shorter buff bar because then the effect doesn't last as long. For example, like if you're poisoned but your status bar is really short, then I think it dissipates faster as well. But that is kind of a silly thing to think, because at the same time you could just be using a curative item, which in turn gets a lot better from having a bigger bar, so... This is a scarab on that thing, yeah. Okay. That's what I was hearing. I wasn't quite sure I remembered correctly. Sure, this is probably fine. All under control, perfectly executed, etc. I was winging that so hard. Bar goes down slower if it's smaller, does it? I thought it was like basically the rate of decrease is the same, but since the bar is bigger, it takes longer for the thing to disappear. But maybe they actually factored that in and made slower bars tick down slower, or like smaller bars tick down slower, so it's always the same. That would make sense, but it also would surprise me, because that's the sort of, like... In general, I think this whole, like, buff bar thing is a little bit of a weird little let's say FromSoft quirk. So I wouldn't be surprised if part of that weird little FromSoft quirk was, hey, smaller bar means duration is also lower. I've never tested it, but I, like, subjectively feel like if I'm poisoned while my poison resistance is low, it doesn't last as long, because, like, bar is smaller. But I guess that's also the perfect setup to just, like, misguide you. Oops, right, this is no horse time. I guess this is the sort of shit one could just test pretty easily. Maybe we'll remember to do that when we're by the Lake of Rot, or by the Poison Swamp in Caelid or something. Because literally it's all you have to do is just equip very heavy poison resistance gear, get yourself poisoned, and then try. And it should be immediately obvious. Compared to no poison resistance whatsoever. Like if you just make the bar extremely long versus extremely small, then it should be a fairly noticeable difference. I just don't really have a good, reliable, easy source of poison here, so... Hello, crab. I've fought too many of you, I'm not gonna bother, I'm just gonna go through you. So, I'm not a massive fan of this location. I'm also not a massive fan of this boss. I know this boss is pretty popular. Bango was having a blast with it, he thought it was really cool. And like, I do agree that the scene is cool, between the music and the visuals, the way the boss moves, and the way it's set up as this like nature ritual, elegant deity thing is pretty fancy, and I like that about it, but it's overall not really something I look forward to particularly much. And similarly, I think this area is also not super fun to explore at times. No longer ice creamless. Hell yeah, I want to be ice creamless as well. Help. Also, nice enjoy Buruk. I think the recipe here is here that gives you the anti rot boluses. I think it's over this way. Yeah, I think that corpse over there. Now, in fairness, even though I just said I don't really like this area very much, I do appreciate it for what it's worth. Like, I do think this whole game is big enough to have areas with like weird little quirky mechanics like this, and this one where you're running around and you're lighting a set of little fireplaces to make the boss fightable, even though the boss itself is actually really close to your starting location. That is a like neat little gimmick, and I'm fine with having this be part of an area. I don't like that we're repeating this with the second stage of this later, but it's not so bad to just have this as a mechanic. God damn it. Ow. These guys actually swing pretty aggressively sometimes, so I'm not gonna be surprised if I get combos to dead. I flame. Loudest boars in the game. Unlike the ones that snuck up on Bango when he was playing Stalker. I think this area feels a little bit... I don't know what the right word is. I wanted to say haphazard, but that doesn't really make much sense without more words in that sentence, right? So it feels a little like scattershot with what it has, the way it's laid out. Because like, oh, here's this area where you're running around and you're lighting fires, and oh, you also have random teleporters that go towards the other half of the area in case you want to have a shortcut. But then there's also multiple graces, and then there's also a second floor that you can access through a teleporter. And there's another boss there that is, like, not really connected to what you've been doing in terms of the rest of the environment and shit. And the enemies just kinda spawn in and hang out. And then there's this section with the giant ruins and stuff. I don't know, it feels like some sort of assortment of weird shit, basically. And it, in my head, doesn't really gel that well together. I don't know if there's anything up here. I know there's something in that middle stage. We could already see that there was a corpse there, so... Ah, camera, please. Not again. We can be friends. You can tell when we're in an area that I'm not usually exploring that much, because I am not aware of when the camera is gonna try to murder me spontaneously. If we're in the early stages of this game, I will be so used to all the stages where the camera will be fucky that I can be like, oh, this is consistent, the camera always fucks up here, or like, oh, this tower is a little dicey. And then here I'm just like, oh fuck, I almost died. I don't think there's a place to go down here. Whoops, that was not very smart to jump down. I don't think we can climb this up either. Really, there must be a path if we can go down this way. Here we go. We made it. It was fine. Should have just had faith in FromSoft. New set of designers gotta try making it. I feel like they just wanted to try a bit of a different thing. Like I said, with the whole lighting the torches and stuff, but at the same time, it just... I don't know. It also, like... It's probably intentionally different from the rest of the game as well, right? Because, like, it's not just, oh, this mechanic is weird and only used here, but also, like, visually it's kinda distinct with this underground, very idyllic, very naturistic place, and the enemy types, and this boss fight as well. Like, it's intentionally, like, a different slice of something, or, like, a slice of something completely different, pretty much. But at the same, like, and I appreciate that for, like, it being a different thing, because this game is massive, so it's fine to not always just have the same shit, but it just isn't really my favorite thing it could be. I don't know. I'm probably also a little too sleepy and rambly to explain myself super well, and like, oh, it just kind of feels a little weird, you know? Like, that's just about the highest level of analysis I have on offer. Kind of like fighting Ashleg, going down the lift feels really cool. Yeah, going down the lift for the first time is one of the neater moments, especially if you do it fairly late. Some of the lifts are, like, the first lift can be found pretty early, so that, in my opinion, a little bit ruins the surprise. I happened to not go into that area fairly early on, so I actually explored a larger chunk of the map first. And then after you've already explored a bit and you have a feeling for like, oh wow, this game is pretty big, you then go downstairs for the first time and then see, oh shit, there is so much more. That makes that effect even better, in my opinion. So I feel like they maybe like reveal their hand with the underground stage a tiny bit early if you find the well early on, since it's in like the first area of the game. Speaking of sleepy, I need to GN. Very good. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Best of GM. It's not as well hidden as Ashleg was, yeah. But also, like, in terms of how late in the game it is, Ashleg is comparatively much later. For the normal playthrough, you'd be doing that as, like, the end of the first section of the game, so, like, you're, like, a third or something through the game, maybe. If you find Ashleg at all. Whereas here it's like, hey, you go down this random large well building in a forest in one of the first areas of the map. And then, ta-da, look at all this cool shit. Again, the reveal itself is sick. It looks super cool with the fake night sky from the like gems and ore in the ceiling and stuff. Like, that looks really neat. But for my first time when I came there a lot later, it was like, oh shit, there's so much more to explore. The map is actually so much bigger than I thought. And that like added to it, rather than just the vibe, it was also the mechanical oh shit. But yeah. It is cool regardless. I like this a lot conceptually. Maybe Nokron, like, as I'm thinking about it more, maybe Nokron itself could also have been implemented a little bit more tightly into the game. As in, like, make it a proper dungeon with, like, a proper boss. Rather than this weird little, just like, hey, here's an adventuring segment where you, like, fight weird mimic creatures and then your reward is a chest for some story item that you might not even be able to open if you go there really early. Also, that guy's attacks are perfectly timed to all catch on both of the chains. Unlucky. Something died after I died. We died with 56 souls. It's pretty funny. Or did I just not kill anything and that was all we had? That could also be. I was mostly just running through. Surely I had more than 56 souls. Yeah, no way. Ow. Lightning gunner. Alright, buddy, it's revenge time. Just go damage into R1 spam, never fails. Whee! I do like this little sort of hidden path, because it's so hidden in plain sight. Even just looking at it from the outside, you can see the corpse with the glowing item on it, and you can see that there's a walkway and all that sort of shit. But it's surprisingly easy to miss the little jump off the platform here by the pillar path, which I think is fun. Hello guy, thanks for the music. I'll be sneaking because there's an angry flower down there, and I don't want it to nuke us from orbit while we're trying to chat with the merchant. Let's just sell these so we can buy what we want. We got cured meat, sure, that is a very expensive recipe. Let's grab the shotel, I think it's unique, I'm not entirely sure. Let's buy these, why not? Some of these, sure, buy. Probably never talking to this guy again. I don't think this thing drops anything. I don't think I want to be killing these. We should be able to kill it pretty quickly since we have like a really strong fire-based weapon right now. Yeah, let's find out. My curiosity is getting the better of me. One loop-de-loop later. Oh my god, one Miranda powder. Who could have seen this coming? Where are you jumping? He fucking went for it, goddamn. I'll take this corpse off your hand. Ow. Herbal. Up on this pillar, like this little ramp up there, there's the teleporter to the upper floor of this area. But I don't want to go there just yet. I think I'll finish the bottom floor first. Man sees, man swings. Can't blame him. I'd have to actually do them. Oh no, he was so difficult to deal with. Wait, why did you have thin beast bones? You didn't look that much like a beast, and you didn't look very thin-boned either. I got scammed. I guess looks can be deceiving. Maybe thin is just relative, like he's thin for his kind or something. Ow. Rude. Settle down, big man. Might get your ass stabbed if you flail too much. Whee. Wearing suities. Suities is pretty good. I prefer suities, you should stick with them. There's no room behind this pillar. Or stilts, yeah. It's just a skinny guy in a fursuit, basically. One of those animatronic suits. Oh my god, Five Nights at Freddy's crossover confirmed? It's just like a guy practicing to wear the Freddy suit or some shit? I don't know. I don't know enough about Five Nights at Freddy's and its memery. We need to add your emote, at least I need to match up. I don't even know what that looks like, I'm sorry. I am not actually that up to date anymore on Twitch emotes. I've been watching so little stuff, or like getting to watch so little stuff in that regard in the last couple of weeks, I feel. Please don't shoot me to death while I try to bend this. Do you see that fucking spacing? My attack hit at the perfect time. It's a humping cat, apparently, I see. That, yeah, definitely sounds like the sort of emote that we desperately need. This one, it was a nodding cat. Yeah, so... a nodding cat, I can get behind. A humping cat, yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what the emote actually looks like. I think this scarab is just healing. I'm not gonna let myself get baited. I hate this place. This place is the worst. These large arrow shooting men are not okay. So up here is an elevator. We're gonna use this elevator, and then we're gonna employ some cheese, because while this is a challenge run for level 1, I'm not beyond employing some cheese. Some delicious, fancy-ass cheese, whenever it is applicable. And there's still a reasonable chance I'll die, despite the cheese, so... Hope you guys enjoy this elevator ride, because we'll have to take this back down when we're done. How do I... don't big streamers have that thing where they have people in their chat allowed to add and remove like 7TV emotes? Let's see. Let's start with those. You do it on 7TV, gotcha. And then we do this maybe? I don't know. Oh, that was not good. Let's just try this. 7TV. Sign in. Signed in. Editors. Add editor. Sure. Search profiles. Willy sauce. Hey, there you are. You are allowed to modify emotes, manage emote sets. Yeah, here you go. Go nuts. Be careful of what you do with this power. Probably don't need to be too careful, actually. I'm fairly... I should not say anything. There's some crazy shit on that website in terms of emotes. Hello, Mr. Giant Archer Man. Please do not end me. I was fine not being ended. There's another giant archer that's about to end me though. Oh, there's a third stone. Oh. If I topple him now, he's gonna fall into the wall where we can't end him, so it's gonna be a little annoying. How are you not toppled? I hit you so many times. Oh. Oh! What? Yeah, go crazy. Like I said, just send it. Do whatever the fuck you feel like for now. And if I want to, I can always just veto an emote and go like, nah, let's not do that one later. So I don't think you can really fuck this up. Like in general, I don't really care as long as it is like. Alright, a rude bear is over here. I forgot. Hello, rude bear. Goodbye, rude bear. So like whatever the fuck anime, weeb, cats, lewd, I don't give a shit, just send it if it's a funny emote. If it's just lewd for the sake of just being lewd, I'll probably like, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing though, aside from us two, there's no one really calling 7TV emotes anyway. Because we're the most Twitch damaged people I think that are hanging out on this channel, so feel free to add whatever you feel like, basically. Sounds pretty good. I need to play something where I can use that emote, because one of my favorite emotes, I think, that is actually like not that complex or whatever, but Peepo Steer is really funny to me. Just especially in the context of games where you actually do drive around in a car, Peepo Steer is just great. But I sadly don't really play any games where we're driving around in a car, so. Yeah, I was watching a guy that was playing Warzone and that was obsessed with doing cars all the time and like trying to cheese his way to victory with that. And also was not particularly good at the game and also was panicking. And People there just described that situation so well. Been considering streaming a few maps because I'm getting his echo crossing maps in 0.5 seconds. Hell yeah. Keep thinking of that emote. Very good. I'd be thinking of gaming. You're gaming. Well, do you see anyone here that would post Rat Jam ever? Again, we are the only two people that are using this channel, or exist on this channel, that use 7TV emotes. And most likely, when you're hanging out on this channel, or at least very frequently when you're hanging out on this channel, you're also, like, playing the video game yourself that is being played on the channel. So, there's not a lot of people that would be Rat Jamming. I did manage to get people to type Fields Hookman. We got a couple Fields Hookmans today, that was fun. That's a great emote. I do like me some Fields Hookman. Hello, Giant Jar. So, are you guys ready for some cheese? because we're gonna do some cheese. So the way this works, this guy challenges you to kill 3 phantoms without dying in between. These phantoms are the builds of other players that have also beaten this challenge, and some of them are very XDD, as you can imagine. Like this guy rocking the full Rodan set with a giant hammer, which will probably one-shot me. We have this guy over here with a dual bleed katanas. That is a DLC one as well, I think, the right one. Maybe not actually, I think that's an old one. Never mind. And then over here we have Bloodhound Fang guy, of course, with the raptor feathers and everything. So yeah, we're gonna summon these. What you can do though, is you can cheese them, and they deserve it. So that's what we're gonna try. So he shows up, and we're like, yo, there's a little ledge here. We're gonna need to bait him over here a little bit, because they sometimes don't like to path over here, so there's a decent chance we're gonna die. They can jump up here, they just... there you go. Okay, that one-shots me, F. Good. And that's why we're cheating this instead of doing this normally, because this is not made to be fair. This is like the pseudo PvP shit. Please tell me the golems stayed dead. I killed the golems, even though I usually don't kill them, because we're doing this playthrough in a way where we're just kind of doing everything in the proper and orderly way. And I think killing all the golems would be part of that. At least the ones in this sort of area, rather than just running through. And they respawn. Alright, we are running through, gamers now. Very good. You haven't added "ya" yet. I'm kind of curious to see what that looks like. Unless you've decided it's not actually a thing we should be adding. Ow. Holy damage, Batman. If I wasn't wearing the health talisman, I would have gotten one shot. Oh, that. I don't know. I don't think anyone will type that aside from you, maybe, so... I don't really care either way. Alright, so what we do here is we run through, and then we relog, so they are aggro resets. Maybe Buh? Buh is pretty good as well. Oh, we might want the flashbang one. I do like the flashbang. Oh wait, there's a... oh yeah, the signs stay. Do we get a new set of idiots, or is it the same ones? We do get a new set of idiots. Oops. Yeah, that one was alright. Briefly looks at me. Come on, man. Would you kindly? Oh fuck, I was looking at the fucking emotes, goddammit. I don't like the monitor on the first one, but I don't like the change of GIF on the second one. So I don't know. I feel like the first one gets the point across a little better. If there's a version of that without the monitor, maybe some... I mean, there's probably like a million different versions of that anyway. Yeah, that one is probably fine. TY. No, the combo gamers, goddamn help! Another use of the second one that's not as hardcode? When would you be using that then? Yeah, I do like the whole like, oh my god, as it's like, no, as the screen goes spread. They did a pretty good job of making this whole like emote thing fairly easy. Yo. Fuck it. Maybe this time. I don't remember what I did exactly last time I tried those trees, but I did something to make them come over here. The way she was looking at me for a tiny moment there. Oh. It's a little bit awkward. Sorry. Ow. Alright, 1 out of 3. Surely this will work twice more. Destroyed. See, I would say I should be blocking, but I think the pushback from the block will come in. Hey look, there's another gamer doing the same shit. Very fine. Oh! Alright, 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3. Stuck gaming. Yeah, it was really good. Ooh, that one might be spicy. Some of the bigger weapons, like to, like if it uses the weapon skill or whatever, then we might get rolled. Surely this works 3 times. I love this printing. Oh! Easy. Outplayed. First try. Receive Great Jar's Arsenal. We're probably not gonna be using that very much, or very well, because that charm is... It increases your max carry capacity, but I think it's based on a percentage of your current carry capacity, and our current carry capacity is really low, so it's nice to have that version of that charm, but that is not going to help us all that much at the end of the day. So, yeah. Fuck me, those are certainly some emotes. I do like the destroyed, that's pretty good. Is there a slash one as well, because I do tend to say that? Maybe also a counter one or something like that, I don't know. Because I do have the counter soundbite on the Discord soundboard as well. Man, if I was a real gamer, real programmer, I could probably do, like, set up my bot to read chat messages, and if someone types counter in all caps, that it would play the counter sound effect. Rather than, like, basically only being a quote button. I think that's not that hard to set up. I would just need to figure out how to play audio files and with volume and whatever. Maybe figure out how to do some sort of internal cooldown or delay or something. so it's not super spammable. Search for Guilty Gear. Okay. This one is Bridget feet. Yeah, naturally. Bridget Boogie is nice, very good. That's pretty cute. Oops. I am. She is vibing. Ah, fuck, God damn it! Why do I do this to myself at the worst time? Just don't look at the fucking chat for like 10 seconds while you're climbing around the precarious pillar, you dumbass. Ugh, whatever. Soul explain, what? I do like Sejam's Eddie dancing emote. That's pretty good. I'm finding a counter slash. That's alright. No worries. Like I said, if I was a real boy, I would just instead go and program something like that, because that probably wouldn't be too difficult, just a bunch of effort to search how to do that and then implement that. Zato's Eddie. SF6. Eddie. No, wait. Guilty Gear Eddie. Not SF6. Wait, which Eddie is in SF6? Oh, do you mean Ed or Edmund Honda or like... Which Eddie are we getting? Oh, I say him. Hey, maybe there is a cool Street Fighter related emote. We are doing a lot of Street Fighter and I've been streaming it quite a bit, so... Maybe there's something fun. Like, the best kind of emotes are the ones that are also gonna just replace, or where people might naturally just type them, and then they're gonna get replaced by some cool thing that they didn't even necessarily mean to type, but that fits anyway. So like the what in all caps, or the ah, or whatever, you know? Like, those are probably top tier. Especially as a very, or as someone that has a very, whatever the fuck it's called, like a very... not Twitch-pilled chat, so they don't really do 7TVs. Bang. Could also change commands. Maybe. Right, okay, let's go to the upper layer. Oh my lord. I should probably stop soonish and maybe go take a nap or something. But we'll definitely finish this area and then... Maybe we'll be stuck on the boss for like 8 hours, I don't know. So I shouldn't say we'll finish this area and then... Should keep taking it one bit at a time. Where's the broken pillar that we're supposed to climb up? Isn't it over here? Yeah, there it is. But yeah, so my plan is we go up here, we loot the upstairs area, and then we come back down and do the boss eventually. You can just go also, so they're about to pop up at some point. Yeah, I mean, just like I said, feel free to add whatever you think might be funny or cool. Or whatever. I don't really have much to say. I'm not gonna be using 99% of them anyway. But maybe someone sometimes spots them and is like, oh, this is a cool emote, or like, think it's really funny. So I don't mind either way. Sure. slumbering egg. Oh. No, lock on, please. I cannot stay in the middle there. No. No, I fucked up. Oh, you didn't get away, get rolled, idiot. Outplayed, first try, not even close. Kai pants scrub. Oh, no. Right, we're not killing all these idiots. We're just gonna move on and loot more shots. Anything over here other than just chickens? I think it's just chickens. So many chickens. Man, that fucking 3v3 mode is gonna be so goofy. I'm really looking forward to doing that. I'm sure Bango's gonna find it funny as well, even though he hasn't seen it yet. He didn't even know about it. I was talking to him briefly, but I also hadn't seen the footage yet, so I couldn't even tell him that much. But nowadays I would be able to tell him so much more, and he'd be like, hell yeah. I'm convinced. That one is for art at some point. Step away from that. Hell yeah. He is just the kind of man that provokes that sort of response to him. I didn't get my crit, I got scammed. Oh fuck, I got one shot, never fucking mind. Okay, game. Okay, dude. Just, yeah. Sure. It's been a while since I got dolphined. Crabs. Forward, but good luck. Alright, please no one shot this time, Mr. Annoying Ass Boss. One shot by the normal attack. The amount of bike and booby mods, yeah, I mean, to nobody's surprise whatsoever. I really need to actually stop being a dumbass, and next time we rest at a bonfire, equip my fucking flask of don't get one shot. Instead of the flask of, hey, how about some extra stamina that you're not using? I mean, I was using it to be fair, but like, not as important as not dying instead. It's a Sage subscriber mode, so I mean, someone might have made a 70v mode of that as well. It's like Eddie doing spikes or the spiral shit or whatever. Like where he like claps his hand together above his head while wiggling. Yeah. That's not the good smile, is it? It's a little small and I can't mouse over it right now. That's not the Bengal smile. That'll be reminiscent. It's just a slot screen, fair enough. Yeah, I need to be careful of that attack because it does consistently one-shot me. Wait, I thought he had to pull his hand out of his ass first. What? Wait, what? That was pretty good. Alright. What the fuck even is that? Oh, it's Luke, I see. Man, did you see that death? That was bullshit. I hate this guy. This guy was cheating. Yeah, it's alright, no worries. Yeah, I agree. Alright, DK, ow. How is stream? I say, yeah. I do feel that way as well sometimes. So since the shit one-shots us anyway, may as well equip something else. Where are rats? Well, son, rats have been slain. It was great success. So we're just rounding off stream with some death, because we were lacking that, having been so successful. Oh yeah, Art, we have an emote for you, for when you inevitably fuck up again. I wonder if it's in yet, let's say. Let's see if it happens to maybe show up. No, it doesn't. Shame. I mean, it shows up on like my side, my client, just not on the stream one yet, which is a shame. Oh well, that's fine. I mean, I can probably actually... Don't I just... wasn't there a thing? Let me try something. Testing something. No, that didn't do what I thought it would do. Maybe this? I have no idea. Oh well. We'll have to just see that in the future then. I'm not gonna mess around with it too much now. Alright, let me actually try to play a little bit patiently right now. Oops. So I don't get one shot. So we take our damage, we leave, he whiffs, we continue. Sort of. Oh, he's moving too far away. Please no murder, Mr. Giant Dragonkin. This guy has weird feed. Yeah, it was the sword. The mod icon, of course. No, I'm so stupid and greedy. I literally said just don't be greedy. The one thing I can't do is be greedy. And I autopiloted again because, like, I'm bored, brain, go drift off, do other things. And then I immediately die because everything one-shots. Oh, it's so hard. Yeah, it is. Kinda should. Yeah, that thing is very, very good. A lot of people get that really early because you can get it by helping Blight out, and then he'll help you with the fight, and then you couple the guy, and then you get the sword, and just use it for the entire game basically. I rolled too early because I accidentally started sprinting and I wanted to be able to roll, so I stopped sprinting and then I died. F. He is the boner of a sword, yeah. Oh. Oh, I got scammed. Okay, let's try to fight him from the front, maybe. Oh, that delay. God damn it. I rolled for the first splash thinking that was when he was gonna hit me. Okay, let's not fight him from the front. I just need to not be impatient. I just need to fight him from the back. I'm just gonna hit the feet. I'm gonna play it slow. I'm gonna play it safe. And we're gonna be fine. And then we're gonna go fight the other boss, die there for like 30 minutes maybe, and then we'll eventually beat it, and then I can go take a nap or something. That's the plan. It's a good plan. God damn it, this guy is being annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna respect the shit out of that, because that AoE is even bigger than the visual there. Cool. Fear. I think 4 hits might be the optimal there, because that might bait him into the turnaround swing, but by that time I'll be long gone. Oh, let's see if we get the crit this time, or if we get scammed again. I am getting scammed so hard, but you still died that scam. Alright. Dragon Halberd, Medical Scar Seal, destroyed. Hey, that one already shows up on the thing. Yeah, I was trying it from very much on the side earlier. Like, I was trying it from next to him, and it didn't work. I have gotten that crit before. I probably just got a little bit unlucky with my exact spacing. It's probably just a tiny bit more finicky than normal, and I may have been pressing attack a little bit too early after the first attempt or something. He's also not down for very long, and hitting his head there does pretty good damage regardless, so I should have just gone for that instead from the get-go. But yeah, I think we're now done with this upstairs little plateau. We can go back downstairs and go kill the actual boss of this section. Let me fix my flask like I was saying I was going to. Oops, not here, here. I want this, and what else do we want? None of those, I don't think. I reckon fire is probably the correct element to have for this. Jesus Christ, there are so many emotes. Fuck it, let's just do stamina again. Stamina is fine. We're gonna be running around a lot in this fight anyway. So it's probably useful to have. Die, dear. I got one of them. I'm Great Hunter. Probably not using charged attacks. Let's put on this. Valheim memories, him. Be careful mentioning Valheim around here. There's a person that has Valheim PTSD present, so... Or probably has Valheim PTSD. I'm gonna go with the Shamshire again for now. I reckon fire might be the right element for this guy anyway. And I do like the amount of damage that we're doing when we get the fire buff off. So I haven't fought this guy in a long time. Let's see how hard we do him. Extra bit of delay there, but not too bad. Stop vomiting everywhere, man. This doesn't seem so healthy. Ow. Oh my god, he does no damage, it's so good. He does, however, take an ass load of damage. I got into stamina dot, so I couldn't roll, my bad. Aw. Don't get a fully charged heavy there, I'm okay. Ooh. I should have unlocked. I had a bad angle there, and I could have fixed it if I was not lazy. I'm greedy. Please don't come in. Even though I deserve it. Oh! Okay, I got scammed. Fuck. God damn it. Man, that's why I hate locking on. I just need slightly more fan control for my dumbass attack angles. I should have hit him there. I should have killed him. But nope. Lock on decided we're gonna swing into the void. Gaming, dear. Oh, dear. Why is there a version of that with like every character? I guess why not? Boing. Boing. You can roll that so early, that was such a generous timing. Oh, I didn't get that one though. Man. I mean, every time I lose, it's because my, like, opponent scams around, so I think we just need a, like, oh, you lost emote, that's just everyone giving the middle finger. Very good. Naturally. Although, I mean, wouldn't they have an emote of Kami giving someone the middle finger then? That seems alright. Man, I keep getting scammed so hard there. I am so bad. Keep getting distracted by funny cat emotes though, in my defense. Alright, we do this because at least that reaches with the initial flames, even if the attack itself again doesn't reach, of course. Oh god. Here comes the Degenerate Shield. Oh right, the follow-up from that killed me last round. Please die, thank you. Spirit Ashes, oh my god, sick. You still here, DK, or have you wandered off? Because I'm probably about to call it, and I might send them in your way if you're going back to streaming. Is there anything on this plateau? I don't think there is, aside from the boss itself. That's a good looking mod. Oops, LOL command keeps looking at the fucking chat while trying to navigate environment that involves deadly falls. Part 716. How many times can I do this before it becomes a significant amount of embarrassment? I don't know. Alright. Yeah, I think we're done down here. We went to the merchant, we did the boss upstairs, we did the boss downstairs, we grabbed, I think, all of the stuff, or at least the majority of the stuff. Can't really claim all of the stuff given the amount of stuff there is in this game. We didn't kill any of the crabs, which is probably the right call. Wait, there's a thing to loot up there. I must investigate. Having to wait 5 minutes for a torrent to come to a perfect standstill. Alright, let's see if there's any other degenerates that are doing an early morning stream for me to render you onto. I assume not. I assume DK went to bed or something. Yeah, alright. I will call it a stream here then. Made a good bit of progress here, actually. We did both of the major side areas that we had available. Now for mostly major main areas left. We'll do that. I mean, there might be another stream today. This is so early that I can't really tell what's gonna happen in a couple hours, so